So when we look at Translink's response, clearly the communications side of things, the PR side is a big part of this. So to that end, we've got Ashley Letts, you're the managing director of Yulu PR. How would you say they did this time around? Because certainly in the past, Translink has almost been its own worst enemy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think when we look back at last summer and the widespread disruptions that were happening, people getting stuck at between stations for 30 minutes at a time, we didn't see Ian Jarvis getting out in front of the story or doing any interviews to kind of mitigate the public outcry. They seem to rely pretty heavily on their social media team to get the information out. And this time around, it seems like they're taking strides to kind of like look at the long game from a communications perspective.
And were there specific things that you saw happen today that you said, oh, there we go, that's a big change from last time?
Absolutely. Well, we saw Doug Allen gave a press conference today. I think it was a quick press conference, but he offered a genuine apology. I mean, I'm not sure how much you can do about a bird's nest catching fire on electric wires, but riders were inconvenienced, and they needed to know that Translink was sorry for the inconvenience and that they were taking steps to make sure that service was restored as quickly as possible.
Now, you talk about Doug Allen's appearance, and it is worth mentioning that it was still a very tightly controlled appearance.
That's
right?
True.
There were many more journalist questions that reporters were trying to ask, but they said, no, we're chopping this off, because I suppose they think that Doug Allen said what he came out to say, and then that's it.
Well, it's a step in the right direction. I mean, this is new for Translink, and I think as they get more comfortable with that, we'll see them being a little bit more open, but this is definitely taking steps toward the transparency that people want to see with Translink.
So, you know, there's the Doug Allen appearance, there's the apology, as you mentioned. They're also reimbursing monthly pass holders. This is another thing, the free transit today.
And I think that was a big mistake the first time around. They didn't address the monthly pass holders. They just said, you know, we're going to do a couple free days of transit, and who were most of the people affected by the disruptions? It was monthly pass holders, so that just aggravated them further. So it seems like this time around they've listened to their riders, and they're being more proactive instead of just reacting.
Do you think the timing plays into this? I mean, there's 1 week left, right, in the transit plebiscite.
Do I think it's a factor? Absolutely. Do I think it's the sole factor? No. I think they're starting to look at the long game now.
Ashley Letts, good to talk to you.
Thanks.